San Francisco native, or?
No, I'm from Massachusetts.
Oh,
I actually
okay.
moved here last summer.
What made you want to move down here?
It's a great place to be. The weather's nicer, and I had a friend who was living here and loving it, and
Okay.
I needed a change.
Great.
Do you like the community down here?
I do. Being in the Fire Building is a lot of fun because you've got all these different people who care about what they have, care about the stuff that they're doing, and I can go and talk to the honey people and learn about honey, and I can go have some incredible bread. And I went down to the mushroom place and just talked for 20 minutes with the guys at the mushroom place, and now I know. So then that's how you make friends. I love to cook. I love to eat good food, and having access to it and being able to, again, talk about it, it's fun for me. I get to learn something do it every day.
Do you like connecting with your customers or the community around you?
Definitely.
Is that like a perk?
Absolutely. Yeah. Especially when people are coming back again and again. I start to
share that passion.
Yeah, exactly. And
Growing a
sometimes
community.
I've blown people's mind about the fact that you can make tomato sauce from scratch. And it's like, oh, this is something that I knew and you didn't know, and now we both know.
So you
The educational community.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's really
thanks,
cool.
dude.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
What
absolutely.
made you get into mushrooms in general?
Well, it's a family business that's been around for 35 years.
Oh, yeah?
I have worked here for about 6 years, and I grew up in the woods, like on a wildlife refuge, and so moving to San Francisco, I was kind of attracted to something that was kind of like woodsy, natural.
So why did your family live in the woods? Was that like a decision?
Well, I
they
grew
took lightly? I mean, did they always live out in the off the grid or something?
sort of. I grew up in Alabama.
Okay.
And it was a wildlife refuge that was owned by the university. And when I was a little kid, my parents, I guess, saw an ad for a caretaker position there. And so we lived there for free, basically, but our job was to take care of the grounds. And my mom is a horticulturist, so she's like very
natural.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
into that kind of stuff. My parents were kind of hippies, so
Okay, that's cool.
yeah.
What? Why'd you come out to San Francisco? Was it like did you just get tired of Alabama, or do you want to spread your wings a bit?
Yeah, Alabama, I guess it was probably the culture that I didn't really fit into very well.
Was it conservative?
Super conservative, a lot of, I don't know, just totally different from San Francisco.
What do you miss about it that compared to the city life?
Shiitake and oyster.
I mean, I do miss living in the woods. I miss being able to see all the stars at night. No light pollution. I miss my family. To some extent, I miss the small town vibe of if you go to a bar, you're gonna know somebody there. It's like
So that's
The community, so it's a community
exactly. Yeah.
connection to place.
This one is the oyster, and it's like a little.
Definitely less lonely there, even though it's smaller.
What's your favorite aspects about the job? Meeting interesting people, telling them about all these wonderful cheeses that we have, and all these small producers, because this is predominantly U.S. makers, and it's a lot bigger than when I was growing up.
So that's a big component, your sense of community.
I would definitely, with this artisanal stuff, the way that meeting some of the producers, I've yet to meet some of the California ones. Like I said, it was in the East Coast first, so I met a few producers from Vermont, and they're just really wonderful people who just we wanted to start something and treat our animals really well and give back. So,
You really have a positive impact in it?
I think so. I mean, people who come around here don't really know anything about cheese or get really intimidated by it. Just say no, you don't have to be. Just taste it, and I could be as pedantic as I want to be and just tell them about every single minute aspect of it. More just just taste it, and if you like it, you like it.
What brought you to this industry?
For me, I was always an interest in cheese from when I traveled in Europe, and I saw how the French basically treat cheeses versus kind of Americans that I grew up with. I grew up in the Midwest. So cheddar was always kind of a commodity thing to slap on a burger or whatnot. So when I got a chance to travel, to see different varieties and how it was presented in a different way, thought about differently.